Hi everyone, this is Anthony from Sunny Creates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've got a little page layout. That's what it's called, right? A page layout. So for you today. So I hope that you are well and that you are blessed and you are having an awesome week. Today is Tuesday afternoon, and yeah, I'm hoping that I can show you something really sweet today. Forgive my desk. I've been working over the weekend, and well, yeah, I'm if I decide to clear it up every single time I work, I'll only be clearing my desk and doing nothing else. Okay, so let's see. I think it's in this book here. All right. Yes, it is. Is it here? Okay, so what I wanted to show you is how I did these. This one I didn't put a gold little thing on it because I actually broke it. Okay, and then I tried to fix it. So maybe today I'll be able to do that. Okay, so just leave that. No, let's not show you that's the next video for you, I think. Okay, so I'm going to have to put some gold over here, but nevertheless, let's take this out. These are tags that we made in one of our videos, and today we are doing this here. So it's nothing new. Excuse me. I've got terrible indigestion, and that is why this video is late, because I was trying to rest, but I don't know where I put that now. I have no idea. Oh, something, you are such a clown. I have no idea. Did I scoop it up with that? I think I did. Just give me a second. No, I didn't. Well, I'm sure I'll find it somewhere around on the desk. But nevertheless, this is what they are. They are like circles, and then they are half pockets. And I just put some pretty stuff in it. You can write on it if you want to. You don't have to write on it if you don't want to. It's up to you, but nevertheless, I just thought it looks really pretty. And then I did make a little pocket here for that to go into. Maybe I won't use that tag, but it's there for now. Right, so let's make, oh, there's it. There's it. Okay, I'll leave it in there, and then when I'm going to, finish up the journal, then I will do that. So I don't mind my stuff sticking out. See, that sticks out a little bit. In fact, when I put the gold little thing there, it's gonna look pretty cute because I got stuff already sticking out. So I'm cool about that, and I like the fact that it's something nice that you can add to your your folded pages. So I'm going to add on this side over here, and you can add it onto the other side as well, but I'm kind of working with same concept on each signature. Okay, now this one is a little bit not as wide as that fold over there, but it's okay. So this is not the piece we're going to use. See, I messed up on that one as well. I think this might, no, that's not it. That's one. That's not it. These are from my normal circles, and I've got that, and I need three, and there's another one, and there's another one, and I do believe I already have one half of a circle. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be using. And then what else do I have here? And these, I think, so all this gold is some splatters of gold that I use. It's about 2 inches in terms of those circles. And then I've got these cards, these little die cuts. Okay, I put them in black like that, and then I've got these little gold ones as well that I'm going to be using. Okay, look, I'm gonna need to put that away, naughty girl. And then I've got that, and then I've got these little what's that, doilies. And if you want to see what die it came from a die that looked like that, and I threw it in here, but I'm going to, after the video is over, put it away. Okay, so this is what we are going to be using, right? And then on the side I have some black, and I think you saw the gold over here. So it's a fairly, you know, it's nothing elaborate or anything. And I kind of wanted to put some black lace going down. Lace that looks, there's the lace over here. Oh, now that can go into the bin. Like kind of like that, if you want to, you know, do something where you put this black lace here, like that, if you want to. I mean, that alone looks just adorable. I might do it on the other pages, but I kind of didn't want to do that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our 3 circles that we are going to be using. 1, 2, 3, and these are from the kit. They are the background pages on the kit. And then I've used some cardboard over here to do that. So what we're going to do firstly is we're going to ink this. Oh, there's it here. So I got to craft a little bit on Sunday after church. So I prepared this video for you. And then I prepared another one. Actually, that one, that idea I had came first, and then this came second. So I've got all my ideas set for, you know, for the end of, for up until the end of September. And trust me, I was like, I didn't want to come up today because of my indigestion. Now, I did work a full day. In fact, I worked more than a full day, because I even worked past our normal operating hours. And then I was in a meeting, and I was like, no, I know you guys, I know when you all start investigating the system, y'all don't stop. So I am out of here, gentlemen. And I left. I was like, I can't do this with y'all. So I left him. Tomorrow I will be called a deserter. But hey, I was in that call for over 1.5 hours. And I know those types of calls. They just go on and on and on. I'm going to bring that a little bit down. Yeah. There. I'm not worried that it doesn't match on the other side. Not really worried. Let me put my pen away. I do like that pen, especially when I want to make lines. Okay. So I'm going to add that. And I need to sort out my circle die, because it does make some weird little, you know, cuts in there. Sort it out. There we go. That's done. And then I'm going to add this like that. So ladies, how are you? And gents, if there are any gents. I don't see any gents, but if they are, my husband says he does watch some of my videos. I think he's just trying to be nice. I think he's lying. I don't hear him watching any of my videos. I'm gonna have to have a serious chat with him. No, I'm joking. All right, so that's that. And then I just cut these in half. And since I already have one cut in half, all I'm going to do is I'm going to place that there like that. And I'm going to cut it. Let's see. You know, I had a really large scissors, one just like this over here. I think it was even the same color, but goodness gracious, I have no idea where it is. So then I'm just going to put them together like this, right, like that. Oh, come on, what's happening here? Don't know. Like that. Now that just took way too long. And then I'm just gonna place that there. Oh, yep. And let's just move this here. I've got lots. I changed the orientation of certain things over here, but I don't think it's working for me because it takes away more space than anything else. Okay, so I'm just doing that for now so that I got it in, you know. I held it at its most important part to get it in. And then I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to try to center kind of it on this notch. Now, you might not want to use this notch because it is quite big, but I like it. Right, so there you go. That's the notch for it. There. And let's put that back. And, you know, I'm so lazy. I'm really so lazy to take out my black soot. I mean, no one can be more lazy than I am, really. It's just, I think I'm going to do it. Look at the, if you don't even know, this is how lazy I am. There's it here. Okay. And let's just use this one here. Right, because I have to cut one, and I don't know where they are. Okay, so that's it. So there we go. And I've got the other one. What's the other one called? The distress ink. So if you have not seen anyone as lazy as me, there you go. And it's sad because I've got, well, I've been blessed with lots of supplies. Lots. And, but my supplies run over years and years. And yet, I just refuse to use them because it means me like waking up. So let's put that there. Ugh. Yeah, so that was bad. I think the other way I did it was I stuck it all down first and then I put it in, but it's okay, doesn't really matter, just that the glue seeps through. So I'm gonna try and put a thinner layer over here like that. Yeah, so to be very honest with you, I you know, on Sunday I was in church and we had such an amazing service. You know, it's about you know, basically is that what's holding you back from achieving your dreams. You know, I always thought my dream was to, after I retire, to be able to continue with my craft business. And I'm thinking, wow, what if I can sustain my income before I retire with my craft business? Now, that is a huge challenge because I don't even have time to craft now. So how do I make sure that I'm able to do it, get, you know, a decent income before I even retire? So yeah, I don't know. So let's see. Yeah, but then I thought to myself, well, something that ain't gonna happen if you're sitting in your bed, right? So if you want your dreams to come true, you're gonna have to work a little bit as well for it. Yep. So, and I love this journal. I need to finish it off. Right, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to add this here. Now this tape is not sticky at all, so just gonna try to put that there now. Ugh. I was trying to clean up my room, and guess what? Everything that was everywhere else landed up there. Here. I'm not even sure why. I'm not even sure how that happened. Maybe I put it here was to say, okay, I'm going to sort that and put it in its right place. And then I didn't get to. So, yeah. So I started my faith. It's not a faith printable. It's like, one of those ones you can put in your Bible. Yeah, like the one-page ones. And then this morning, I was praying. And then, I know I'm really guilty of praying, but not asking, allowing God to speak to me. Because I'm like, right, I'm prayed, I'm done. And unfortunately, I have to move on to the next thing. And that's wrong. Okay? How can you expect God to speak to you if you don't give him the time to do so, right? So this morning, I was just being still, and I was like, I don't know, God speaks in so many ways. And then what had happened is that something told me, okay, that, well, obviously it was God speaking. Maybe I must do that. Yeah, maybe I must just strip the covers up that at least, or partly. I just did that. That I must do like a journal, faith journal, but I must use birds. Okay, so the journal must be bird themed, but it must have like all these verses in it or whatever. So that's what I'm going to do. But I did ask God to give me direction, like what's the theme. So I know it's birds, but what verses must I use? Verses of gratitude, of grace, of salvation? What must I use? What verses must I concentrate on? Must it be just, in miscellaneous? So I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for some direction on that. Yeah. When the kit comes out, then you'll know. Right? Yeah, so you'll know. And I am busy. So I'm one of those people, I think I must have told you this. My mind goes everywhere. My mind goes everywhere. And sometimes I'm praying about this, and then I'm like, I didn't finish praying about that, and I pray about that, and I didn't finish praying about that, and I start praying about that. Okay, so I have started making a prayer journal for myself. Okay, a prayer journal, not a prayer journal. What, I don't know. They call it prayer journal. They call it war binder. They call it so many things or whatever, And I can already see that it does help me. Because I must admit, when I pray in the morning, I don't have hours to pray. And I'm one of those people. I can listen to a podcast or something when I'm getting up in the morning. But I can't actively do something. Like my mind takes a long time to actually wake up, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Okay, so to say to wake up early in the morning to pray, it doesn't work for me, unfortunately. I need to have my sleep, and I need to I need to be fully awake, kind of a thing, or whatever. And I know that I'm not one of those people, so I'm not. So I do pray in the mornings, but then I pray normally before work, and then I have like 25 minutes or whatever to pray. you know, the morning prayer. So this really directs me in the morning as well to pray, like it directs my prayer time. So it's not rigid, but then I get to pray for everything. Well, not everything. So for example, for yourself, for my husband, for my children. I've got 2, so each one, and you know, specific things for prayer for them. So like on a Monday, you can pray about, I don't know, you can pray about healing, and then on a Tuesday you can pray about you know, like just say healing for your spouse, or healing for yourself, or whatever the case. And then on Tuesday you can pray for, let's say, salvation, or you know, like things like that. I'm just throwing out topics over here. And so then you're not forced to pray everything, because am I right in saying that we have a lot of needs? Okay, we have a lot of needs, and to be able to try to force every single need in one prayer, it doesn't work. And then when are you supposed to give time to God to just be still and allow him to talk back to you? When are you supposed to let the Holy Spirit guide you? Okay, if you are just having a monologue, right? So in this way, kind of helps me. Well, not everyone prays the same way. If we pray the same way, how boring. We are all unique creations. So it's been working for me. I must admit, it's been working for me. Yeah. So there we go. And then this one. Oh, there's it. Thank you. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So it's working. I'm putting my prayer journal together. If anyone is interested in seeing my prayer journal, then let me know. It's not my ideas. Okay. I've seen a few videos, and I don't know whether it's going to work all the time for me, right? But everyone has a season in their life, and maybe it will work for 1 month, or 1 year, or whatever. And there might be something else that you do. No, you know, nothing is set in stone. So at the end of the day, it's just your way of praying, your way of finding time to be with God, you know, and spend time. So it's not like, oh no, it's prescriptive, you have to follow it or whatever. No, nothing of the sort. And also, what works for others can work for you. So I've just went onto the internet and I found something, and I'm like, I think this might work for me. And as I go along, I'm very new into using my prayer binder. You know, now, you know, please, now let's, you know, some people that may be watching this will say, oh, that's not the right term to use or whatever. Okay, let's not go there, right? This is what I want to call it. I want to call it my prayer binder. I want to call it my war binder, my prayer journal. I don't think it, well, to me, I don't think it makes much difference, because whatever I'm calling it, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that I'm spending time with God. Okay? Because we want to, that's our ultimate aim, right? Spend time in his presence. Yeah. So that's it. So I've yeah, so I am taking ideas from other people, and then as you use it, in fact, even on a daily basis, as you use it, you're going to find what works for you. Like, there's so many things that I want to add to it, but I'll be honest, I don't have the time to add those things to it. But as I pray, it gives me an idea. I must do this and I must do that and stuff like that. And one day it will be something that I'd like, or one day it will be something for me to say, well, this method doesn't work for me, or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So that's it on that. And in terms of everything else, oh yeah. I've taken in South Africa, the 24th of September is a holiday, Heritage Day. Oh, come on, don't be nasty. Let's work together, okay? Together we can accomplish more. Yeah, I know I'm not the only one that talks to my craft supplies, because if you tell me you don't talk to your craft supplies, oh, I'll be amazed. That means out of all this, you have remained sane. Okay, wow, well done to you. But I don't know, maybe I don't want to remain too sane. Maybe you do need to be a little bit, not so sane in order to navigate this world. I don't know. Whatever gives you joy, whatever gives you peace, right? Do what gives you peace and joy. I say. No, when I mean gives you joy and peace, please don't get me wrong. Don't say, ooh, something he said I must do this. And I like doing it because it gives me joy, but it's not according to God's will and plan. No. I mean, if you want to talk to your craft supplies, talk to them. If you don't want to talk to them, don't talk to them. Yeah. So that's what I mean. I don't want anyone to tell someone, oh, I broke this. See, I was too hard on it. Oh no, this one YouTuber in Sunny Create, she said, whatever gives me joy and peace, I must do it. No, I don't mean it like that. Okay. And you see all these Facebook posts with about craft supplies and stuff like that. And yeah, listen, let me know one person that is actually can say no to craft supplies. Because if I have to do a poll right now, and in fact maybe I must do that, all of you that are watching right now, tell me how many of you would prefer to buy craft supplies than a new dress for yourself, or a new new outfit. Let's put it that way. Some people don't wear dresses. I'm one of those people. I have very few dresses in my closet. Yeah. Do you prefer to buy craft supplies, or do you prefer to buy clothes for yourself? Let's put it that way. Okay, right. Let me know. I know my answer is I would rather spend money on craft supplies than I would spend on clothes. And I went into work for many years, and now that I only go in twice a month, like all my clothes, I mean, like, what is the use of all these clothes? Because I don't wear it. And even now when I go to work, I mean, I'm happy with a pair of jeans and the sandals and like a shirt or something like that. I even wear tackies and tracksuits and go to work because, I mean, we're not client facing, or whatever the case may be. I'm sure when people look at us in our department, they must say, and I know I used to say, oh, these IT people, they're such slobs. Look at them. They don't even dress up. Yeah, and I'm one of them now. I'm very comfortable going to work with a pair of tackies and tracksuits. In fact, in fact, where I work, if you're not client facing, you can probably get away with even wearing your bedroom slippers to work, and shorts and stuff like that. Which, yeah, just dress appropriately. Let's just say, don't leave anything to someone's imagination. I mean, always leave something to someone's imagination. Okay, you don't just respect yourself when you dress. I say, not only respect yourself, I also say respect the others, your colleagues as well, because let's just put it this way: I don't want to see stuff I don't want to see, and I don't want to have to come and tell you, please, can you show less? Okay, can you please show less and respect us, because we really don't want to see. We don't really want to see what you look like when you're going to have a bath. Okay, and just putting it in the nice way. Yeah, so that's it. That's what I did. You can see that I've done that, and then you can add little, like, you can have little sayings over here or something like that. It doesn't really matter. I hope that I was in screen, because I think I took these closer to me. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to add some glue to this here. There and there. Yeah, like that. And I can put a card inside. I mean, put some sort of thing inside. So that's that one, and then that is that one there. So yes, it's the same thing. I did the same thing on both. I think they look so adorable. And it's not a new idea. It's not a new idea. It's been there forever and a day. But the whole idea was that I mentioned that as I go through the pages, if I can do a video for you, I'll put a video out for you. But they are not new things. They are not new things. They are just ideas to show you. It doesn't mean to say every single idea that you have in a journal has to be a new one, that you can use old ones. And I mean, how pretty do they look? They look absolutely gorgeous, right? So why not doing that? I love this paper. Yeah, so that's that one, and then that's that one. So ladies, I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that you will think of making it. It's simple, and it looks good, and it is a bit of decoration, but I mean, really, you can use it. For example, I mean, I use mine for journaling in it. And so in the mornings, what I try to do is these 5 things, and I picked this up from my walk, something, I can't remember, my whatever. Okay, and she said there's 5 things that she does every morning, and the first one is she says, good morning, God. Okay, so she greets God. And then the second thing she does is she thanks God. Okay, and she tries to pick things that are different every day to be thankful. Not thank you every day for this day that you have made or whatever, although that's great to thank God for the day he has made. But like today, I can't remember. I can't remember what I had written down there, but thank you, God, for whatever. And then the next one was I feel, I feel, I feel. I feel excited about this day because I'm going to be getting some new books, or I feel excited about this day because um, this is the day when whatever, right? You know, it's you speaking to God. And then the next one is, God, help me, please help me. Today's going to be a busy day. Help me. Okay, today's going to be help me and give me the strength to be able to complete this day. Or God, today is going to be a day where there are going to be lots of controversial meetings. I'm going to meet someone that that I don't know, that may not be the easiest person to chat to. Whatever, Holy Spirit, guide my thoughts, guide my actions, guide my words, okay, or something like that. And then the last thing is, God, I commit to doing this, or God, I will do this today. So it's no use asking and asking, but so where does your role come in? Anyway, so for example, all right, you can use this for that, or I can use it to say, I can use it, all right, I'll say, okay, what are some, oh, look at the, I opened this out with my nails, because my nail, yeah, it broke. Like for example, what are the, the names of God? So I can put one name down here. I can say Jehovah Jireh. Okay, and what does Jehovah Jireh mean? Okay, or I can say Jehovah Shalom, or I can say, El Rohi, or something, or even the attributes of God: loving, merciful, kind, faithful, just, things like that. So I mean, why can't we do like that? Something like that. Okay, or a small little verse. Okay, that we can add to it or something, yeah. Well, okay, please, if you don't, you can use it for whatever you want to. They're just so cute. I'm just, obviously, I'm telling you what I use it for, because I use it for my Bible journaling. Ta-da! So that's what I'm telling you, what I use it for. Please don't feel that I am prescribing anything to you. It is not my intention. It is not what I want to do. Okay? To each their own. That's it. So ladies, have yourself an awesome week. Today's Tuesday. I think I might have a video for you on Thursday and then Friday. So do take care. Lots of love from me, Anthony at Sunny Create. And did I say have a blessed week? Because that's the most important thing, right? If I didn't, have yourself a blessed week, and much love to you all.